Hi everybody, this is Laura from Day by Day in Our World, and today I'm going to show you how to make a repurposed or upcycled product, something decorative for your house. I like to change things up every so often, and I'm going to be using these awesome It's Mine bottles from Diet Coke. Now for this I have this lovely container that I was given. It was a wedding gift, and usually I have all of these candles kind of arranged and they sit off on a fireplace unit, an electric fireplace unit on the side of our bed, and I can turn them on and get some mood lighting going. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of splash some color in and change it up with that. So what I'm going to be using, I looked around the house to see what I had. I really didn't feel like trying to twist my husband's arm to cut wood to be the right sizes to build something. So that's why I'm using this. I'm going to go ahead and take some of my candles, because I want to have some illumination. And then I raided downstairs. The boys are all a little bit older, but I'm sure people will find these familiar little blocks because they're perfect to just sort of set in here to make platforms. Now, if you're really creative or you have a really good use of power tools, then you could go ahead and cut something all out of wood, stain it nice, and make it a stand. And that was something I had initially envisioned and realized my vision and my skills are not the same. So I am using what I have on hand, and I'm just going to do so I can keep I want to make sure I can keep the candles all nice and steady where they are, so there's not an issue with that. And because you want to have some height, I'm not worried, I'm not going to see these back candles in their entirety. When I'm done, I'm going to have it lighting up the back, but I want to put some height here in the middle so I can stagger. But to make sure it all works, I have to make sure everything fits in nice and snug. Voila. Alright, so hopefully that's all. The candles aren't really moving much of anywhere. I guess I can put it back here. Okay. So it's all nice and snug. I could take this as is and transport it to my room and it'd work fine. So now I have these lovely bottles, and it was kind of hard. I had some boys helping me pick out. They had their favorites, this one and this one for boys. But you know, when I was picking, I was trying to find a common color scheme. I love how unique everyone is, but if you have something that ties it together, so these all have green going through it. Although this ties in with this one having just that hint of the orange, and there is a little hint of the sort of bluish green. So I'm going to pick which ones I want to have which way, and I'll put this one over here. And just kind of adjust as needed, because you want the bottles to fit snug, but not so tight that you're ruining these nice candles. And I'm going to put sort of a graduation of color. So I've got really bright, vibrant, a lot of yellow. Now I'm moving where there's some yellow here. You're balancing some blues and green. This one has sort of the in-between as well. And voila. So this poor little guy, there's not really room back here to stack him, so he's just going off to the side. He was enjoyed, and he can be something freestanding. So now, like I said, you can look at color schemes, and I pulled some ribbon out that I have. And while I love purple, I think the green really goes. So I'm going to take the green and just tie it around the edge here. Make a little bow. I used to be much better at this when I worked hours on end at a craft store during my graduate school years. I learned how to tie fancy bows, and I'm out of practice with that. So we're just doing a really simple bow. Something I love, you know, I'll just kind of show you here because I'll try to take a picture in a minute in my room. I can put the other two lights off to the side. If I really want to, I can try balancing this in back, and voila, the lights are on. Now, one of the uses that when I see empty bottles I think about is to put some extra color. So if I have some pretty flowers that are starting to get a little bit long in the tooth, so if I want to have some color, some flowers, and just make sure to trim the greens off. And I want to have all the different colors represented here. Very simple. Can do whatever kind of single stem flower that you have. And you've got a nice little display. Oops. A nice display. You have your lights. So I'll show you now. I'll dim the lights here in the room so you can see a little bit more for that. I've got my flowers. I've got lots of vertical height and interest that way, and plenty of color to make things interesting and liven up my room in time for spring. So let's just take a quick look at it sort of from the front here. All right, so there you have it. You can still see light coming in, but you've got the nice on-off for mood lighting. And I'll add some pictures here at the end of the video so you can see what it looks like when it's finished and in my room. And thanks for watching. This was Laura from Day by Day in Our World.